Children, welcome to this episode of Fridays with Jose. In this episode we will be focusing on the chocolate company Winston Chocolate Company. The brand of chocolate is eaten in large amounts every day here in America. But very few know the true origins of the chocolate. Our news reporter John Washington has returned from his trip to Africa to tell us about where the delicious chocolate comes from and who delivers it. John, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So who works at these cocoa beans in Africa?
Well, the workers are typically Africans, but I was actually kind of shocked when I found out that over 0.5% of the workers are actually young children below the age of 15.
So how are so who works at these cocoa? How are the working environments?
The working environments are not so good. They spend the whole day cutting these cocoa beans open with machetes. One of the kids that worked on one of these cocoa farms actually told me that yesterday one of his friends cut his finger off, and he actually also told me that that was kind of common, so it happens once in a while. It's not something out of the ordinary, which I think is very weird.
Yes, that's not good. How long do they spend a typical day on the fields?
The kid told me that most of them wake up at 6 o'clock, get ready, and then get over there, and then they work until it's 7 o'clock in the afternoon, which I think is a lot for young kids.
Yes. Some of the kids have been given the chance to go to school, right? Why aren't they getting an education instead?
The kid I talked to said that he has to work on the field to keep the family going. Sure, he would have better working chances and chance of getting a better job if he went to school and got an education, but the family needs money now. They can't afford to wait.
Okay, but isn't child work illegal? How can companies like Winston Chocolate Company keep on selling chocolate made from cocoa beans cut by children?
Yes, it is true that child work is illegal, but I don't think they care. If it gets illegalized in Africa, which it already is, and if it starts to if the police starts to look into these cases and arresting the people who are owning these cocoa farms, then a lot of the families who have their child working on these farms would lose a great deal of their amount of money income every day, and then they will perhaps die of starvation or even worse.
Thank you for your time, John. We will see you next Friday on Fridays with Jose.